SpongeBob has failed his driver's license test 1,258,056 times. The driving school inspector blamed the instructor, so they decided to re-evaluate Mrs. Puff's teaching abilities. When they arrived at the test site, SpongeBob didn't even know how to buckle his seatbelt.
Then what do you do?
Start the engine?
Yes.
What do I do now?
Drive the boat.
And just like that, Mrs. Puff was fired from the driving school. But she actually smiled for once because she would never have to teach SpongeBob again. Soon, the driving school welcomed a new instructor. He claimed there was no student he couldn't teach. Then he announced the first rule of the new class: no talking.
Does that mean? Second rule, no eating in my class. Would anyone care for a bonbon?
I'll eat one.
Pick your favorite. How's it taste?
It's a delightful taste sensation.
No eating in my classroom!
Eventually, everyone fled the classroom. Only SpongeBob remained seated. The instructor admired his courage. SpongeBob sat in the car ready to learn, but the instructor yanked him out because SpongeBob first needed to pass the most basic test. He ordered SpongeBob to memorize every turn and every patch of grass on the test course. Then he had SpongeBob crawl around the entire test course, but SpongeBob was always distracted by nearby objects. So the instructor demanded that SpongeBob learn to crawl before he could drive. Then SpongeBob carried the instructor on his back, barefoot. Finally, it was time to practice running. After completing this series of training, the instructor began to have him dismantle the boat.
I'm impressed, son. Put it back together again.
Oh, that'll be easy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you just put the jingamahoos on the poohickey and, I might need a couple of minutes. That's ready, Sarge!
Jumping jellyfish.
Then the instructor added many obstacles to the test course to train SpongeBob's reaction time. The result was a complete disaster. SpongeBob successfully crashed into every single obstacle. The instructor had no choice but to blindfold SpongeBob and have him run a lap around the test course. A few days later, SpongeBob finally memorized every feature of the test course. After the instructor's rigorous training, SpongeBob was able to drive the boat while blindfolded. On the day of the exam, SpongeBob sat confidently in the boat. He fastened his seatbelt, started the engine, and everything seemed to be going smoothly until SpongeBob put on the blindfold.
What? You can't drive a boat with a blindfold on. That's illegal.
But I can't do it without a blindfold.
Drive, boy! Drive!
The next second, SpongeBob crashed into a building. A massive explosion rocked the driving school. SpongeBob's car barreled out of the driving school. The instructor ordered SpongeBob to brake, but SpongeBob had removed the brake pedal. The instructor had had enough. He jumped out to stop SpongeBob, but was knocked over. And just like that, the entire Bikini Bottom was destroyed. In the chaos, Patrick's pants fell onto SpongeBob's head. With his eyes covered, SpongeBob demonstrated exceptional driving skills. He effortlessly overcame every obstacle. Finally, he safely pulled the car over to the side of the road. The driving examiner finally realized it wasn't Mrs. Puff's fault. As a result, Mrs. Puff was reinstated at the driving school. SpongeBob still failed his driver's license test.